Hi guys, just here to bring you another one of my junk journals. So this one is covered in book paper on the front cover and the back cover, thesaurus paper, and then it's got some lace trim down the spine, and then it's got some vintage tassels that were gifted to me by a kind lady at work, and some lace trim to just hold it closed, which again was gifted to me by the same lady. So the lace trim just ties in a bow, but actually it just slips on and off, so you don't need to undo it. And then it's got some fabric ruffle, which has been coffee stained, and some lace trim and some of this faux diamante trim down the side. And then it's got a decoupage napkin image on some, sheet music, and then onto some other patterned paper, onto some greaseproof paper, and then onto this corrugated paper, which has been kind of distress inked. And then it's just got a bow to the side. So then inside the book, it's a soft cover, by the way, so it was made from an old file folder. So inside the front cover, there's a flap that lifts up like that. And it's got journaling space here. It's got a little frame as a tuck spot and a little pad from sort of scraps there that's just been stitched on the sewing machine. That just kind of slots in behind the tuck spot. And then it's got this layered up butterfly. Hopefully you can see that. Got some lace trim down the side with some of that faux diamante. And actually, I mean, I'm looking on the camera lens, it looks really kind of bright lime green. It's not like that at all. This doily is quite kind of muted sagey green, which has also been obviously distress inked, and all of the papers have been either coffee dyed or distress inked. On the facing page, just got one of these just paper clips with some lace trim around it. It's been rusted using Sagita's coffee stains technique of the rusting. And we've just got an envelope there, which has been decorated with some, again, sheet music and coffee stained paper, and this lovely image of this little girl and a bit of lace. And then on the other side it's just got a couple of layered up flowers and a couple of tags with a brad. And then inside the envelope, literally just got a book page, which is quite plain, so suitable for journaling. That just folds over, tucks into the envelope. And then also got some of the sheet music kind of cover of the sheet music book itself, which there has been kind of just distress inked on the side. I mean, it is actually genuinely vintage paper. I'm just going to try and raise my tripod a bit. It is actually genuinely vintage paper, but actually it wasn't in bad condition at all. So I've actually tried to age it slightly more with some distress inks around the edges. So that just kind of paper clips on, and underneath that there's a doily, little tuck spot with a little decoupage napkin tag, and then a little pocket here with again some more coffee stained paper for journaling. And then there's stamped images and things like that going on around the page. And then that just paper clips back on there. I won't clip it back on for the minute because I'll just show you the next page. So this has got a belly band made from a thesaurus page, and then it's got this lovely image of this little boy with the dog that just took them out of old books, kind of copying really Amity Bloom. She uses books quite a lot, so I just kind of got some from the old charity shop and kind of use those pictures sometimes because they're just really nice in the book. And then a little flower and a tag. And then on the following page, just got a lace flower here. This is from another pair of my nan's old curtains, slightly different curtains actually, to what I normally use. And then it's got a paper ruffle, a chipboard tile used as a tuck spot. So in there it's just got another scraps made into a little journaling pad. And then it's got this postcard, which then acts as a pocket there for a couple of tags. So they just go in like that. And then over the page, just got some lace as a pocket, some of this scrapbook paper, which I've coffee stained, bit of lace trim down the side, and this acting as a little kind of belly band down here, which is decoupage napkin, some more lace. So here we've got a little booklet, which again using some baking paper for the kind of rustly noise. Got a stamped image of a typewriter, that just tucks in there. And then we've got a little tag, booklet, kind of a cardstock with a stamped image on it, and then another little booklet there. So just tuck in, and then I've left a few blank pages for journaling, because sometimes I kind of decorate the book so much there's barely any room for writing. So I've tried to leave quite a few blank pages. Then this page again, I've got a lovely image from an old book, which I thought was just lovely. This was an advertisement, I think, for something going on at the theatre. And then using kind of a bit similar to what Nick the Booksmith does, but she kind of does it the other way up. Just put that torn kind of down there as a pocket with a journaling tag in the side. Lace trim at the bottom. And then here, just got a thesaurus page pocket with a couple of pull-out tags. So plenty of room for journaling in this one. And then a little kind of fold-out booklet there, which has actually been attached onto the page. Oops. Attached onto the page. So that's there. Got some lace trim. Then again, just stamped lightly down the side of that paper to keep it quite plain. Use that lovely stamp up there. And then this gorgeous like label thing that I found again in a book, thought it was lovely and just went nicely on that page, but other than that left it quite plain. Here's some sheet music, scrapbook paper rather than actual sheet music. Again, just been coffee stained and got some lace trim. Then on this page, again, some lace as a belly band with a tag there. And then this gorgeous sheet music, vintage sheet music, with decoupage napkin image as another pocket with a little pull-out tag. And then on the next page we've just got a pull-down flap, and behind there's a pocket with a tag. Oops, slots in. And then here there's another one of those little kind of notebooks, but this time I've actually attached it onto the page. Underneath it's got a lovely image of a kind of Victorian looking building and street. It's got some lace trim there, but again plenty of room for journaling on the papers here, and some lace trim. Another coffee stain page, and again a few more sheets that have been left for kind of journaling. This one's just got a stamp image. And then on this page, I'll just move that slightly ready for the next page. On this page, there's just a book page pocket, and behind that is a fold-out envelope. It just slots in there. Then there's a lace belly band with, again, another one of those little pads. And then there's a little frame kind of label there. So you could put a photo in there or something, or just a couple of words or something. That just tucks in behind the lace. Then another layered up butterfly with the book pages. Little fabric flower, a couple of tags and a lace tab. And then on the next page, just got a doily and this decoupage napkin onto some sheet music. Fabric flower cut from an old dress. And then here's some fabric trim at the bottom. And then there was also a little envelope which was paper clipped onto the side with just an altered paper clip there. And then inside the envelope there's a little booklet, which again, coffee stained paper, some baking paper for the noise, and yeah, so quite a few pages there. This gorgeous image of this lady. That just literally attaches back onto the page with the paper clip, like that. And then on the facing page, there's a kind of half page here, which has just been done by literally folding over the patterned paper. And on there, I've then also made a pocket from an envelope with a window envelope, which I saw somebody do this, and I think it was Innkeeper. I really like her videos. I think she did this where she put an image behind the window envelope so it's lovely and rustly, but the image is actually kind of stuck in there and tucked behind. So that acts as a pocket for a little journaling tag in there. It's got some lace trim down the side, one of those Tim Holtz rosettes. It says here, "Life is beautiful." And then another tag that just slots in here. And then on the next page, obviously you've got the folded over bit of the patterned paper. And then I've put some lace trim with this faux de Monty as a little belly band with another tag. And then another tag here just slots in behind the paper. Still fighting my cold, I'm afraid, so excuse my kind of dry throat now. Then a little fold out booklet here with some stitched lace trim on the side. And then here we've got another journaling spot, little tuck spot there with tiny fold out coffee stained paper. And then it just acts as a pocket there. I haven't ever done these pockets before where they're kind of upside down on the page, you know, and you tuck them under. But I noticed lots of people doing those in their videos, and actually they're quite good. I was always a bit worried that things would drop out, but actually they do kind of hold quite well. So yeah, quite like that. And then just some lace and a little bow. And then on this side of the page, this kind of double pocket here, which I think it is Gail, somebody, I can't pronounce her last name, Gail Agalosti or something. Can't pronounce it really, so I apologise if Gail ever stumbles across my video and sees my pronunciation of her name. I think she does this quite a bit. So again, I've got another little pad of scraps. I just tuck in, and then another tag. And then obviously the double pocket is some more paper in front with another little tag and some lace trim across. And then here there's another envelope paper clipped on. Oops. So this page is left plain for journaling, both sides, and then it's got an envelope which has been decorated with some, again, grease-proof paper, some burlap, a little image on the sheet music, and then it's held on with this altered paper clip with a little rusted pin and some diamond trim, a couple of different types of lace. It's got some lace trim down there, so kind of nice and rustly. And then on the other side it's just got a couple of bits stuck onto the flap. And then inside the envelope, again just some coffee stained paper, folds out as a little booklet. Journaling, whoops, go again. Trying to rush before I have to go and get my daughter. Oh, come on. And then here just got some more of that sheet music cover. Again, which obviously I just kind of paper clipped on with the envelope onto the side of that page. Oops, must have gone that way. Sorry, I'm a little bit kind of anal when it comes to things like this. And get it the right way round. Trying to rush through a little bit because sometimes my videos are a bit waffly. Here I've just got this fold out kind of flap, and this is cardstock that's been coffee stained. It's got some stamped images, and then I put a little hole in here with my crocodile, and then used one of these bulb pins, which I finally got some, yay! Just got them from the internet, and got a couple of tags on there with a little corset image stamped on, and then got a tag here, and then another tag there, just one of those long skinny ones. So works quite well. And then on this side there is this beautiful image of this lovely lady, then a lace belly band, happiness in life, to love and be loved. So that acts as a pocket. And then on the back of here is a little envelope on this tag, so it's like a double pocket to put another couple of tags in. That just slots in there. And just got ribbon tab and a little button with a gem in there, and some fabric trim at the bottom. Again, a couple of just coffee stained papers, and then on this page There's some sheet music scrapbook paper there making a pocket, and again a couple of tags. One of these lovely vintage pictures from an old book. Some greaseproof paper, this has been stitched onto the tag, and some sheet music tag there. And then just a flower that I've inked up. And then just a couple of little bits of paper there. And then a little journaling spot up here. And then there's this fabric tag, which is kind of faux leather, which I've painted and stamped and put some fabric images on and things, and then inked it all up. So that's just pinned on there with, again, one of those little bulb pins. It's got lace down the edge. And then here we've just got a tuck spot with, again, little greaseproof, oh no, not greaseproof paper, just kind of packaging paper, I think you'd call it, that I've kind of made a little fold-out booklet. Got this from watching one of the videos of Angie's Happy Mail. She'd done it with a sewing pattern. I didn't have any sewing patterns, but I thought this worked very similarly. So that goes in there. And then just got a couple of other smaller tags. And there again, held with that little bulb pin. And it's got a little dyed flower, dyed paper flower on the top. So that just goes in there. I'm just going to clip it on the top a bit. And then here you've just got a couple of layered up flowers at the top. And then another one of those bulb pins and some lace trim coming down the side. And then on the facing page, just got some lace trim down the side. And I've kind of left it trailing there at the bottom for a bit of kind of interest and make it a bit different. There's a layered up flower with a little clock image, which I managed to get from a garage sale once. And then a little butterfly. And then this tag with some kind of ledger paper on the back. And then on the final page, there's just a little tuck spot with a little piece of vintage paper that was from the cover of a music sheet book. Some fabric lace trim down the side. And then here on the final page, there's an image here of, again, an old kind of Victorian-y type building. Some lace trim, and that's acting obviously as a pocket. I've done a layered up flower. Some fabric trim down the side, and then this fabric kind of banner, which I've then just kind of inked up to kind of make it look nice and distressed. And then inside the pocket is, again, another little fold-out booklet, which has just been kind of sewn together, made kind of a little spine for it. And it's just got this little tiny butterfly tab thing there. That just tucks in like that. And then the back is kind of plain other than the book paper. So massively chunky album, as you can see, massively chunky journal. So started off obviously super thin and then got gradually fatter and fatter. Unfortunately, I can't seem to stop and just have to fill them and fill them and fill them until they're literally bulging. I can't take any more. So I hope you liked it. It will obviously be going on my Etsy store. Any comments, love to hear them. And if you liked it, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much. Bye.